Definitely. All right. So we are going to jump into game 5 right now. We have Foxaves versus Mr.U. Foxaves is a new player. And of course, we've just seen Mr.U play. Oh, we haven't seen Mr.U yet. All right, so
we haven't seen Mr.U play.
Two players on stream right now who are going to be for the first time in their competitive scene. So I'm going to start this game. You ready to start it?
I'm ready.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
And okay, we have Foxaves to the south in the red trunks, Mr.U to the north in the green trunks, and Foxaves has brought on artillery. I always like it when people bring artillery because it's a really exciting structure.
Yeah, we'll see
when
if
it sees play.
See if he's able to use it effectively with this map. Looks like he does have, if he can take this base on a hill here, visible it up. If he can take this middle base on a hill and put some artillery down, he can control 3 bases. Maybe even with 1 artillery on this hill here.
That's a perfect little mound for the artillery to go. That would be very hard to attack.
Yeah,
interesting.
Mr.U going 5 farm lizard. Foxaves
very aggressive.
Foxaves going on 7 farms. So Mr.U is going to have that early attack advantage if he can micro those lizards correctly.
Mr.U is going up to 7 farms though, so he's not going all in on a rush. Just looking for some early map control, it seems. And he dies. That's fine.
That's right. At this point in the game, it's... Yeah. Oh, and Foxaves is past 120 food. Okay. He just puts down a turret for now. Thought he was going to go straight for the artillery, and I was getting really excited. We'll see. He's got one turret out. Perhaps worried about those early lizard attacks. Foxaves going for another base right away. Just that turret. That's a beautifully placed turret, by the way. That
is amazing.
Yeah, it blocks both entrances, you know, from this little area to the northeast here and that area to the northwest.
He has a very defensible position. Look at Mr.U. He has to go a whole screen away to get to a nearby expansion.
Of course, Mr.U does have this high ground here. Oh no, because the turret's on the high ground too, so he doesn't even have the high ground advantage. And there goes the artillery. All right.
Okay, I see how this game is going. I see how it happens.
This is gonna be, it's beautiful placement for that artillery.
It really
is. Mr.U does have Hawks, so he can poke at this base. If he flies the Hawks right over here, he can take out some of those farms without needing to actually be physically next to them, because those Hawks, of course, are flying.
True.
Mr.U, artillery just coming out, and Mr.U has lost whatever opportunity he had to try and take down this base. What would you do in Mr.U's situation right now, Hunter?
Just build a lot of Falcons. I think that's the only thing he can really do. Artillery is only really counterable to the Falcons. I don't see any other option he has.
Yeah, maybe having some ferrets, but they have the same range as that artillery, so you have to really micro them really carefully to get them to fire but not get hit. Mr.U getting...
It's worth noting though, that Foxaves doesn't have much of an army right now. He only has the 1 Falcon Warren, or 2 Falcon Warrens going down, so he will have an army soon. But he's mostly been focusing on econ and defense.
Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. He's got that artillery, you know, anywhere that any kind of army is going to come in, it's going to at least take 2 hits from that artillery, I think.
I think if Mr.U just ecoed up a little bit, it forced Foxaves to come to him. And Foxaves doesn't really have a great comp to pull off push.
It's true, he's only got 1 tier 1, 2 tier 2s, and 2 structures, as well as a tier 3. But again, you know, Foxaves has these 3 bases right here, easily defendable.
I mean, he could easily outlast a siege. I wouldn't worry.
Dancing those tier 1s in and out. Needs that high ground, but of course, both turrets are on that same high ground.
He almost picks off that MG nest. That would have been a big deal. Oh, he does pick off the MG nest. Okay. That is a big deal, because that allows the Hawks to harass a lot more. Although Foxaves does have air superiority.
Yeah, he's got his own
Realize
Hawks.
the weakness.
10 Hawks. Not even any tier 1s anymore for Foxaves. He's got He's got artillery, a turret, and hawks, and that's it.
And look how many farms he's got. 22, going on 23 farms. He's going to build 24 farms.
Jeez.
Have we ever seen this many farms?
I don't.
Like,
Maybe in that last
in the history
game.
of Clash of Comrades.
I think last game was
24. I don't think even AV had 24 in that game.
Here come those Falcons bursting down. It's not quite that artillery. All the Hawks going down for Mr.U, and those squirrels also going down. So once again, Foxaves coming out ahead and just rebuilding those farms.
Jeez. No big deal when he's got that much economy. Mr.U's got a lot of food right now, and he's going to spend it on a wolf. Maybe he can burst Foxaves' armies down, or burst the artillery down,
I feel like
before it really does too much damage.
Yeah, if he maybe transitions to a few more Hawks and manages to burst down Foxaves' Hawks. Because of course Hawks do their most damage in the first couple seconds, about 2 seconds of firing. And then they have to reload. Foxaves trying to push out a little bit.
His army over.
Yeah. And I guess he has 20 farms. He says twice the economy of Mr.U. So he can afford to just kind of lose these Hawks. Let's take a look at that economy. Literally double the economy. So he can afford to just kind of waste
Doesn't even matter if
Hawks.
he loses his fight at all.
Yeah.
Because he's got so many Warrens. And he can't put... Mr.U can't push him too far because he'll get killed by that artillery. But he does manage to take out almost all of Foxaves' army. Now he's going to start working on those farms.
And that Badger from Foxaves getting taken down. So he's found that one little chink in Foxaves that actually isn't quite close to him. Down goes that piece. But again, all it does is bring Foxaves back to where Mr.U is, and Foxaves is still ahead.
Wow. Mr.U is going to build a couple more farms though. But Foxaves, he still has a lot of food.
Okay.
He has a fair amount of food.
And he's just going to
Now that wolf is out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right, so
Mr.U just hard engages. He just needs to have a really hard one-to-one fight, and just he can wipe out the enemy army.
He's got to use this wolf very effectively. Although both players, he is a little bit ahead in economy now, but he's got to use it as best he can to take down. Look at all these Hawks. That's absurd. 12 Hawks out, and a Badger on the way.
That's really not going to beat Mr.U's army though, if he can get that wolf buff on.
And here comes this engagement. The wolves.
The wolf does buff.
Just now, you needed a little bit earlier though when those lizards ran in. It was just a little bit ahead of the army.
He needs to micro that wolf and make sure it's with the full force of his army, so it doesn't all die without him.
Yeah.
He doesn't really get that good of an engagement.
I think having those lizards was a mistake. Maybe having them run ahead.
Yeah, I think so.
Get taken out. You know, it's 120 food worth of your attack force. It just gets taken out.
He does sell the lizards though, so he's decided against the lizards. He's building more falcons.
Good, yeah.
Which I think is a fairly good choice.
It's the right thing to do. He's got to watch that. Ooh, that wolf can't get taken out. And that wolf buff not quite going off. The wolf's not in range of anything, so it doesn't get to buff those falcons.
And he's going to build another expansion to make sure it can stay ahead on economy, because Foxaves spent all of his food rebuilding all those falcons, and now after that base got taken out, he had really no income. And I think it's really important here that Mr.U has those squirrels, because thanks to the new AoE changes, those squirrels can kind of in a way tank the AoE for the wolf, and the wolf won't die and won't take the full force of the artillery hit.
Well, here we go, there's a Badger hanging out among these Hawks now. Never seen Hawks field for a Badger, that's crazy.
A lot of those falcons just got picked off, and although they've got the buff, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be anywhere near enough. That Badger's fully wound up.
And that wolf gets taken down. Badger's angry now. See if he can keep it rolling. Just 2 little squirrels there, quivering in their boots.
Oh, those poor squirrels.
And they get taken
Everything is going to get taken down here. All of those warrants are going to go down. There's nothing Mr.U can do after losing that fight.
Leveling. Look at all those. Okay, so Mr.U does sell those warrants. It gives him a little bit of food back. 130 food.
There's no bases on the map that you can really get though.
Yeah.
There's none of them out the way. Foxaves was given a way easier map to play here.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, Mr.U just had so much food, but he didn't have enough units out. taken down by this Badger and 4 Falcons. Nothing to defend. All those those Falcons, your high ground visibility too, so we're just gonna take out this base. Wow.
There you go.
Oh man.
Foxaves takes that game.
So what won Foxaves that game, do you think?
I think he had a really good position to start with, but after he lost that mill, that was a major blow, and I think Mr.U actually had the advantage there. What brought Foxaves back into the game, what allowed him to win, was the wolf just didn't get the buffs off when it needed to, and the rest of his army died without the wolf buffs.
Yeah. And if I don't know if it was just, you know, having those lizards run out ahead, or the wolf just didn't quite get close enough. It was definitely placed right. I just think it didn't quite get in range to put those buffs off, but...
He just needed a little bit more careful micro, and then he could have won those fights, I think. But
both
tough.
players playing very smartly, adapting to the situations. Foxaves, you know, looking at that map and saying, hey, I can turtle up in this base, and, you know, with that beautiful turret placement. That was, I don't think that was a random seed. I think the devs put that one in there just to mess with some of the players.
that was truly harsh on Mr.U.
Yeah.
But he played very well against that map. That's in an even match. I would definitely say that the player with that really defensive position should win every time.
Yeah. All right.